Prime Field.
Welcome to Prime Field. I'm Brian, and today we're examining one of the most compelling questions in women's college basketball. The South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball program just completed a season that ended with a national championship runner-up finish. Under Coach Dawn Staley's leadership, the program has established itself as a perennial powerhouse, but now the Gamecocks face a critical juncture. Te-Hina Paopao, the team's elite three-point specialist, has exhausted her eligibility and entered the WNBA draft. Bree Hall, a consistent starter and defensive presence, has also completed her career. Sonia Fagan, who made the SEC All-Defensive Team, has moved on to professional basketball. Most notably, MiLaysia Fulwiley, a dynamic scorer and fan favorite, has transferred to LSU, creating what many consider a significant backcourt void. The question isn't whether South Carolina can reload. The question is how they'll do it, and who will step into the starting five for the 2025-26 season. The magnitude of South Carolina's roster changes becomes clear when examining the departures. Te-Hina Paopao's exit removes a proven three-point threat whose shooting opened up the floor for teammates. Bree Hall's departure eliminates a steady presence who provided both scoring and defensive reliability. Sonia Fagan's move to professional basketball takes away a player who earned SEC All-Defensive Team recognition while providing valuable minutes in the front court. But perhaps the most significant loss is MiLaysia Fulwiley's transfer to LSU. Fulwiley brought dynamic scoring ability and had developed a strong following among South Carolina fans. The transfers don't stop there. Sakima Walker, who provided depth in the post, has moved to Cal. These departures represent more than just individual players leaving. They represent the loss of specific skill sets, experience, and established chemistry within Staley's system. However, the story of South Carolina's 2025-26 roster isn't defined by who left. It's defined by who stayed and who arrived. Raven Johnson's decision to return for her fifth year represents the most significant retention for the Gamecocks. The point guard brings elite defense and proven leadership to a position that demands both. Johnson's return provides stability at the most crucial position on the floor. Joyce Edwards presents perhaps the most intriguing case study. Despite coming off the bench as a freshman, Edwards led USC in scoring and earned first-team All-SEC recognition. The former number 2 overall recruit demonstrated that her ceiling remains virtually unlimited. Her ability to score from multiple positions while playing primarily as a forward gives Staley considerable flexibility. Chloe Kitts established herself as a cornerstone during her junior season, setting career highs while leading the team in rebounding. Her performance included recording a triple-double, showcasing her versatility and basketball IQ. Kitts brings the kind of steady production that championship teams require. Tessa Johnson enters her junior year positioned to assume a larger role. Her experience within Staley's system and her understanding of team concepts make her a logical candidate for increased responsibilities. The question marks surrounding Ashlyn Watkins adds another layer of complexity. After a breakout sophomore season, her junior year was marked by inconsistency. A potential medical redshirt due to injury clouds her immediate availability, but her athleticism and shot blocking ability remain crucial elements if she returns to form. South Carolina's response to their departures came through strategic additions that directly address identified needs. Tania Latson's transfer from Florida State represents the most significant acquisition. The senior guard led the nation in scoring with 25.2 points per game and was ranked as the number 1 transfer portal player available. Latson brings elite offensive playmaking to a program that will need to replace significant scoring production. Her ability to create of her own shot and facilitate for teammates addresses the backcourt void created by multiple departures. Medina Oko's transfer from Mississippi State fills a different but equally important need. The 6'6" center averaged 11.3 points and 9.6 rebounds per game for the Bulldogs. Her size and interior presence address what many viewed as a critical need for height and post play, potentially reducing the out-of-position minutes that other forwards might otherwise be asked to play. The freshman class adds 2 McDonald's All-Americans in Ayla McDowell and Agate McAyer. McDowell, a 6'2" forward wing, brings defensive versatility and rebounding. McAyer, a 6'1" wing, is known for her elite defensive ability and positional versatility. These additions don't just fill roster spots. They represent specific skill sets that complement the returning talent and address the needs created by departures. Dawn Staley's coaching philosophy provides the framework for understanding how these pieces might fit together. Her teams are built on strong defense, balanced scoring, and tactical adaptability. Staley has shown a preference for the 3-guard, 2-forward lineups, but she's also demonstrated the flexibility to adjust based on available personnel. The additions of Latson and Oko directly address the two most pressing needs identified after last season. Latson's scoring ability fills the offensive void left by Paopao and Fulwiley, while Oko's size and interior presence provides the true center that the program reportedly sought. Staley's track record suggests she'll prioritize experience and proven production while gradually integrating new players. However, the talent level of the incoming players and the specific needs they address may accelerate their timeline for significant contributions. Three potential starting lineups emerge when analyzing the available talent and positional needs. The first scenario, which appears most likely, features what could be called the veteran powerhouse lineup. This configuration would place Raven Johnson at point guard, Tania Latson at shooting guard, Tessa Johnson at small forward, Chloe Kitts at power forward, and Joyce Edwards at center. This lineup maximizes experience and proven talent while maintaining the scoring punch that Latson provides. The second scenario embraces what could be termed big ball approach. This lineup would feature the same backcourt but insert Medina Okot at center, moving Joyce Edwards to power forward alongside Chloe Kitts. This configuration emphasizes size and post dominance, potentially providing significant rim protection and rebounding advantages. The third scenario introduces a youth infusion element by inserting either Agate McKeer or Ayla McDowell at small forward. This lineup would be faster and potentially more disruptive defensively, relying on the established scoring of Latson and Edwards while incorporating the high ceiling of the incoming freshmen. Each lineup presents distinct advantage and potential challenges, reflecting the depth and versatility of the roster Staley has assembled. Several variables will ultimately determine how the starting lineup takes shape. Ashlyn Watkins' return from injury and her ability to regain her previous form represents perhaps the most significant unknown. If healthy, she could push for a starting position or provide elite energy off the bench. The adaptation timeline for the incoming freshmen will also play a crucial role. McDowell and McKeer possess the talent to contribute immediately, but their ability to quickly absorb Staley's system and adjust to the college game will determine their early impact. Medina Okot's integration presents another key variable. Her ability to quickly establish chemistry with her new teammates and provide consistent interior presence will significantly impact the frontcourt rotations. The collective chemistry of the new additions with the returning players will ultimately determine not just the starting lineup, but the team's championship potential. The South Carolina roster reconstruction raises broader questions about the current state of women's college basketball. The combination of eligibility exhaustion, professional opportunities, and transfer portal movement creates constant roster turnover that programs must navigate. South Carolina's ability to quickly identify and acquire talent like Latson and Okot demonstrates the advantages that most successful programs possess in the current landscape. Their reputation, coaching staff, and track record of developing players and competing for championships make them attractive destinations for elite talent. The depth and versatility of the assembled roster positions South Carolina as a national championship contender, regardless of the specific starting lineup configuration. The talent level and coaching expertise suggest the program will continue to compete at the highest level. The 2025-26 South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball starting lineup remains to be determined, but the pieces are in place for another championship-caliber season. The combination of proven veterans, elite transfers, and highly recruited freshmen provides Coach Dawn Staley with multiple viable configurations. Whether Staley opts for experience, size, or youth infusion, the roster construction addresses the specific needs created by departures while maintaining the program's competitive standards. The questions surrounding the starting five will be answered on the practice court and in early season games. What remains clear is that South Carolina has once again demonstrated its ability to adapt, reload, and maintain its position among the elite programs in women's college basketball. The 2025-26 season will reveal how these pieces fit together, but the foundation for success is undeniably in place. The Gamecocks' pursuit of a national championship continues, with new faces ready to contribute to the program's championship aspirations.
Prime Field